So, hi, my name is Regan Shrumm. I'm the assistant curator at the Art Gallery Greater Victoria, and I'm here with Libby Oliver, who was the listener in residence artist resident. Um, and so, we're just going to talk about the program Listener in Residence. And Libby, can you describe Listener in Residence and how it changed with COVID?
Yeah, the listener in residence was a project that Reagan and I came up to get together when we were talking about there needing to be more intergenerational connections between seniors and youth or in Victoria. And after looking at a bunch of designs that have already been done, specifically I think in the UK, we made this program where I was going into the Luther Court Society, a senior care home, a couple times a week for several months and working with the same group of participants uh, and building projects with them. Um, and the focus of our programming was on conversations and building a relationship, and then it would be accumulating in photo portraits. Um, it changed. It changed with COVID in March because the senior care homes were shut down to the public. So for the safety, I was, of course, not allowed in. And with the increased isolation of seniors, we found a need to connect these seniors to volunteers in the community. And uh, and we had, I think, was it 130 or 100,
Mhm. 130.
130 people apply to be connected with a senior. Um, and from this program, we've had volunteers and many people who call themselves not volunteers but friends, uh, calling a senior on a regular basis for, I guess it's been 5 months now,
Mhm.
and building their own really special relationships with seniors.
Mhm. And can you talk about the impact of this residency on your artistic practice?
Yeah, I think before I've always had a very relational art practice, and I think all of my projects I work with a lot of different people to build my portraits. So I'm familiar with working with people, but I'm also really used to having an idea and then quickly executing it, and sort of like coming in and getting people involved and like really quickly moving. And so, working with this group of seniors, a lot of whom had dementia, I was moving a lot slower, and it made me question sort of what a collaborative approach actually means, and how I was having conversations and what consent meant with all of that along the way. So, yeah, I think for me, the slowness was it came with a lot more intentionality, uh, and it came with sort of like questioning the speed of things and like the value of just like the relationship building before this actual outcome, and this like fixation on this final product. And I think a lot of interesting things came out of building something slowly and collaboratively um, with this group of people. And I think that, you know, like we came up together with these ideas of uh, you know, making their food that they can't make anymore at the senior care home, and like designing a dinner table and doing these projects uh, that they valued and cared about. And even their photo portraits, we had been working on building the design of those all together, um, which again, something I normally involve people in, but I think I am now kind of questioning and thinking about how I move through these decisions when working with other participants.
Hmm. And then touching on that, of since the seniors really got to collaborate with you on these projects, do you want to talk a little bit about um, how you think the residency impacted both the seniors at Luther Court, but also those who were part of the Phoning Seniors Together program?
Yeah, I think that the seniors at Luther Court, I think it was really special because it was such an unstructured program and something that was being built day by day that we were interacting together. And it was open to a lot of movement or fluctuation based on their input, which was maybe a new experience for them, especially living in such a place that is fairly scheduled uh, and routine. So this is something that added variation to their day and the ability to have this sort of choice in the way that they lived for that period of time. The few people that I was able to do photo shoots with, they expressed feeling really special with being able to have this like center of attention on them and feel glamorous. And I thought that that was really important and um, made me also reflect on like the process of photography rather than this final photo. And then the seniors been involved in the senior phoning program, so many of them have expressed this like really special bond that they've made with their volunteers or their friends, and that feels really good for me that there's been these relationships that have been able to build that have been something that is like way beyond my capacity to hold all of these relationships. Um, yeah, and so being able to hear the stories of other ways people have been able to connect through their experiences has been pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And if people want to hear more of these stories of all of the seniors, of Libby's artwork, and her time at Luther Court, people can go to www.listenerandresidence.ca and check out Libby's work. Thank you, Libby.
Thank you.